Good morning. How are y'all today? We're doing good here in Mama Ree's kitchen at home. This is an item that we make at the restaurant. It's called a butter roll. It's an old recipe my mother used to use a long time ago. She'd use her leftover biscuit dough. Back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, you didn't throw away anything. So we're going to make, I've got a biscuit mix. You can use any biscuit mix you want. Walmart's got them and all. This is just some I have at the restaurant. So no more than I was going to need. I just bought me enough to make this. It's got little butter flakes in it, but yours doesn't have to have. But there's all kinds of biscuits mixed. So what I'm going to do is put my sweet milk in it and get it to a working position or a place that I can work with it. You see, I didn't put much milk in it because you're going to have to work it. So you don't want it real juicy, but you want all the dry mixed up. Just for dab more. It doesn't take much now. So you're just going to have to watch on this one because I can't tell you how much because I don't know how much biscuit dough you'll have. But this is a biscuit mix. Okay, see I've got it pretty moist, but yet it's not, I don't think it's quite wet enough yet. Ooh, I may have got it too wet that time. And if you do, it's correctable. Just put you some more biscuit mix in there. Okay, it's ready to mix now. I'll set my milk aside. We'll take some flour. Just put it on I cleaned it good a little bit ago. Then we'll take our dough. Just put it on our on our flour. I don't know if I'll need all that or not, so I'm going to wait and see. Put a little bit of flour on top. Put your hands. Then you take it and you just put your flour on it and work it. I'm not going to make a very big one.
Now, what are you doing to accomplish? What are you doing right there?
Working some flour into it. You see how I'm folding it over?
Uh-huh.
And getting it to where you can handle it.
Okay.
See? I can handle that real good now. Put it on there. Take your roller. Roll it out real thin. If it breaks up, needs just a little bit more working. We're going to work it just a dab more. Watch you be stubborn with me today. Now, let's try it again. Just roll it. You want it long and wide.
Like more narrow than?
Well, I'll show you. Because you're going to fold it over, so you got to have some rolls in it. When you got to be able to bring it this way. That's why it's called a butter roll. Okay.
Let's see how thin.
See? It's real thin.
Okay.
Now to this, I'm going to add sugar. I've got about not quite a cup in here. You just put it on your and just kind of spread it over it. All right, then we're going to take our butter. And I use real butter with this. And this probably takes longer than anything. Just to cut your butter in small pieces. And a lot of times if I'm in a real big hurry, I'll melt my butter and pour it. And that may have been what I should have done today because this takes the biggest part of the time is cutting your little butter pats. And oh well, I'll start on this. This is Amish butter here. It's real good butter. We have a place here in Sylacauga that we can buy it.
I think you can get it also at Piggly Wiggly in Chilsburg.
Probably. We used to have a produce place here called Danny's Produce. You could buy it from him, but he retired and he's out enjoying life, and I sure do miss you, Danny. He was my go-to for about anything I needed as far as produce and groceries, vegetables. Okay, I think that's probably about enough butter. Now, it's called a butter roll, and this is the way I make it at the restaurant most of the time. But I've been making one. Wash my hands. Since blueberries are in, I picked these off the tree early this morning. My husband's got blueberries, and I didn't even miss them. The ones I picked, you can't even miss them. So I'm going to take my blueberries and just kind of spread them out. And now, you know, I've never tried this with another fruit. I've thought about trying it with strawberries or apples and put a little cinnamon on it. But everybody likes it so much like it is. Well, I've not done it yet. Just stick your blueberries in there. Or make it plain. It's real good if it's just plain. Okay. Now this is where it gets the name butter roll. You take it and you just roll it up. Go from end to end. If you get sticky, just throw a little flour on your hands. And some of your blueberries will roll out. That's okay. I'll show you what to do with them. Just kind of bring your ends in so that it...
Kind of make them thick on the ends?
Yeah, we'll just bring them in. It's kind of like sealing it. Okay? Now, I'm going to take my... Now we're going to cut it. If I can get it up there. I don't know if I can or not. At the restaurant.
Oh no, it broke.
It's okay. It won't matter. See, things are always fixable. Just take your hands and put it back together. All right, I got my pan here. And I'm just going to cut them. Ever how big you want them. These are going to be pretty big. I don't know that I'll use them all. Put them in your dish. Just press it down.
And y'all, this is so good.
It is. It's one of everybody's favorites.
It is delicious.
You see, all my blueberries are not going in, but I'll show you what to do with them. You probably said, ooh, that's going to be so dry. I'll take my flour, I just pick it up. And there again, I can't tell you how much. Just kind of watch. Your flour will make your mixture. There's some I got left. All right.
You're gonna just throw that dough away, right? That you got left over there?
Yeah, I may just cook a few biscuits with it and have some butter biscuits.
Now, do you just put flour on it?
I just put flour
Okay.
right there. I'm gonna run just a little bit of sugar over it.
You really can't put too much sugar, can you?
Well, you can, but all right, I got that ready. Now what we do, you just take plain milk and cover it. Now, at the restaurant, I put vanilla flavoring. Just cover it. Make sure they're all covered. I love my little deep Pyrex pans. Okay. All right, I got them all covered. It's ready to go in the oven. You think, yuck, that's not going to work. But we'll show you when it comes out. I've got my oven preheated at 375. So we're going to put it in the oven right now. I'll let you know how long it took to cook. Basically, you think, well, it's got to cook. Well, just make sure your biscuits are going to rise up. Make sure your biscuits are done. And then you'll have a real good milk to put over them. The milk will still be kind of thin, but it really makes them good. So right now, I'm going to put it in the oven. And we're going to say goodbye for just a minute or two or three, and then we'll be back and show you the finished product. Thank you so much. See you later. Hello there. We're back with our blueberry butter roll. I'm going to put just a little butter on top of it when it comes out of the oven. But isn't that thing pretty, and it smells scrumptious?
Oh, it smells so good.
All right, what I'm going to do now I actually ended up putting my oven on about 400 for the last 10 minutes, but I cooked it about 35 minutes. So if you want to start it out on 400, just watch it, because, you know, biscuits, it take a while. And my other daughter's sitting out there. She said, Mother, when's that thing's going to be ready? I said, well, in a minute. So I'm going to dip her out a little bit here, and I want you to look at it. And you see how it's still kind of juicy, okay? So you just pull it out. You see the juice under there? That's kind of soupy, but that's the way you want it.
And the cooler, the more cooled off it gets, the thicker
Yes,
it gets.
it's thicker. It gets thicker and thicker as it cools off. But I just look at that. You know what? I was thinking about making some homemade ice cream today. That sure would be good on top of that, wouldn't it? And I may do that yet. So, tell you what, if you want me to show you how to make homemade ice cream, like I made it, like my mother made it, let me know, and I'll do that. I hate to bore you with it if you don't want to see it, but if you'd like to see how I make my homemade ice cream, just let me know and I'll make it. Thank y'all so much. Have a blessed day. Rejoice in the Lord always. Bye-bye.